Hello, this is a showcase for a file splitter and merger program that I'm making as a self-exercise while studying the Linux programming interface. So this program is made in C and it uses system calls as low as I could go on them. Essentially, the program will take an input file and is able to split it into multiple files, and from those files is able to merge back the original file. So let me show you how that goes. So let's make the program here. So when the program is run, he will give you the options to use the split or merge files. In this case, I will be splitting that input file that we see there, which is an image. I will put the file name of the input file and how many pieces I want to split it for. So let's say 45 pieces. And then the output pieces name. So that will be just a prefix for the pieces. I will just call it piece. After that's done, then you can see there's a lot of pieces created, 45 to be exact. These pieces themselves, pretty much all of them have the same size, aside from the first one, which has 24 bytes header, aside from the extra remainder of the division of the size. So it could be a little bigger than 24 headers at worst. So essentially this 24 byte header that I'm putting on the first file has metadata on the amount of pieces the original file was split, so that will help me when I try to merge it back again. And essentially will allow for the pieces themselves to be, so it will allow me to rebuild the original file by just having the pieces and the program itself. So let's see how that goes. So I have the pieces now. Let me run the program back again. So I will use the merge option now. I will put the file of the file name of the first piece, which is just piece 1, and the name of the output file, which I call it output merged. Okay, so after that's done, then a new file should be created here, which is this one. And we can see here is exactly the same file, exactly the same image, and even more, we can actually do a diff. And we can see it's exactly the same file. So that's the functionality of it. Now let me explain a little bit about how the code is laid out. So the code itself here consists of a main function and several other function files or modules, that should call it. So essentially other C files that contain other functionality. The main function itself is pretty simple. I have some static allocation here, and I have just this little logic right here. When I choose the split branch, it will execute this part of the process, and these two lines when I try to do the merge. To take a look at the files, let me show you them really quick here. So these are the files themselves. I have a file handling file IO that pretty much like handles the opening of files and reading of files and writing of files. So open, read, and write essentially. I have the merge file, which will be in charge of merging, the merging functionality, like reading the metadata of the 24 byte header on the first file and rebuilding, pretty much reading all of the other files and rebuilding the original file. They have the split functionality on a function as well, which will handle both the input from the user as well as the split functionality, which is handled on these functions. I have as well a little memory file, that will be the last one, which in this case is just doing some extra error checking. I think it's silly, but I made it anyway. So that will be all. Hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Thank you.